Guys, we got another series within a series. So we throw life's sipping at sunset. We're gonna take you places and we're gonna give you tips. How did we never do this before? This is exactly why we're all here. Here's our first 5. This is Mary Vogt. This whole thing was her idea.
It's a series, and I'm serious about the series. I am serious about sipping at the sunset in the series.
For this first one, we lean towards hotel, touristy kind of places. Now, before you locals become disconnected, keep watching. This is good stuff. Our first stop was in Marco at the Marco Marriott. There's a number of places to catch a sunset there, but we caught the sunset at Kane Tiki Bar. Why was it like being in Hawaii?
Because you had the whole luau hut outside on the beach, the luau. And you had the tiki hut that was thatched. And you had the guy just twirling the fire. It was amazing.
Why do they have a tiki guy if we're in Southwest Florida?
Entertainment for the tourists.
So that's kind of touristy.
Right, but that's the key.
Yes, that's the key. You want to feel like you're on vacation, you go to a world-class resort. Locals rarely think of this tiki bar. For some reason, this thing flies under the radar all the time.
Nobody I know. All my friends that go to happy
talked
hour.
about it. And when you find it, you're like, how did I not ever know about this?
You know what you say is, how long has this been here?
Then we made our way upstairs in the new building to Tesoro for the sunset afterglow.
And then upstairs, they have another amazing indoor-outdoor bar, but it also has fire pits up there.
So you made those people laugh?
Oh my God, those people must think of that job.
Our next trip was to Baleen. When you see Baleen, you're like, I'm never going to get a spot because it's going to go to all the hotel guests. But the hotel guests are in their rooms at 4 or 5 o'clock. They're coming down later.
That's right. Don't go into the big expensive restaurant part. Go to the right to the bar. And it's like a third of the price.
In season, 5 p.m., we got a seat, no problem, and set ourselves up perfectly for sipping at sunset.
I start in the shade, and then when the sun starts to come down a little bit and it's not so hot, then I move out to the Adirondack chairs for the final show of the sunset. That's how I roll.
Really? That's how you roll?
That's how I do it, yes.
I almost hate to be telling people this
I
stuff.
know. If I go to Baleen and I can't get a table because of this episode, I'm going to be crazy.
Our next night was in Fort Myers for a few rooftop experiences. First, we went to Luminary. When you're up there, you're so far removed from everything else downtown Fort Myers that you realize it's kind of an out of sight, out of mind kind of place. You feel like nobody else is thinking about this place. It's kind of cool to be in a place that nobody else is thinking about, but it's such a joy, right?
That's the fun. It's like your little secret.
Then we went right across the street to the Firestone rooftop for the sunset afterglow. Now the key to the Firestone is getting there early to secure one of these comfy, cozy little sitting areas. And these are fun.
It's a great location, and you have a great view, and you have a great vibe, and you have tourists, and you have locals. You see, I mean, that's another thing, is that you see people from all over the country, and everybody is on vacation, so they're kind of happy, and everybody's chatting with everybody, and it's easy to start a conversation.
Everybody is chatting with everybody. It's so fun. People kind of just pop into all the different little sitting areas and say hi. Very social place. Okay, our final night for this episode was at the Gumbo Limbo at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel.
But I love it where I can just pull up in my car and valet. Here, and you walk through the gorgeous hotel, which, by the way, has a vending machine that sells champagne. And then
Really?
It does, really. Go look in the lobby. So anyway, you walk through the lobby and you come out to Gumbo Limbo and you get a beautiful table, and here's a tip. Don't get the table to the front, just right on the ocean. You want to sit back a little because the sun will come in.
That's a good tip. They're going to say, do you want sun or do you want shade?
Shade.
Choose shade.
Yes.
Because it will turn into sun.
Right.
Just a little later.
So you sit in the shade for as long as you can.
Okay, so there's 3 easy takeaways from this episode. Number 1, hotels and resorts. For some reason, for us locals, it's an afterthought. But these sipping at sunset experiences are spectacular. People are coming from all over the world, blowing $20,000 just to be here for a week. But for us locals, we drive down the street, valet our car for free, just to do the same exact thing. Number 2, expect a great seat. You just got to get there on time. And number 3,
They chose to be here, so they're happy to be here. We live in this environment. You've got to take advantage of it. That's why you're here.
we'll see you next week.